welcome to the Tickled Pink Events channel. I'm Kimberly, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you decided to join us today, and if you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're enjoying these videos, please make sure to take 1 second to hit the subscribe button. That way you'll always see when I upload a new video. And if you want to be extra in the know and be part of the notification squad, you will hit the bell next to the subscribe button and get notified every time the moment I upload a new video. Now, as you can see, I've got sort of a romantic vibe going on here, and that's because Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and I wanted to do a little special Valentine's cocktail for all you lovebirds out there. And even if you're not booed up, you will enjoy this cocktail, and you can make it for your friends or make it for home by yourself, and whatever your jam is, no judgment here. But this is a Valentine's Day cocktail that I thought would be fun, and I loved the name. And I think that, you know, Valentine's Day, we could all use a little hanky-panky, and that's the cocktail I'm making tonight. It is called Hanky-Panky, and when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I have to make this for Valentine's Day. I just do, because I just couldn't resist the name. And I looked at the recipe, and it's super simple. It's 3 ingredients. It doesn't require any crazy shaking or crazy bartender skills, so it can be impressive but easy. So you can, if you're having a hot date come over, you can make them a signature cocktail and they'll be like wowed with your bartending skills. But really, it's quite simple to make. So less talking, more drinking. Let's start making it. Now, as I said, there's no shaking required. What we do have is a cocktail pitcher. Now, I've got it with ice, and this is where we're going to mix our drink. And I kind of think stirring a cocktail is a little more sexy than shaking it, because it's just sort of sensual as you stir the spoon. I don't know. We'll see, but that's just me. But we've got gin here, and I put it in a cute decanter. So we're going to take gin, and so we've got 1.5 ounces of gin. Super easy. Pour it in the pitcher, and then we're going to take 1.5 ounces of sweet vermouth. We've got our sweet vermouth here. Make sure it's sweet, not dry. There is a difference. If it's clear or white, it's dry vermouth. If it's red, it's typically sweet vermouth. So just in case you're wondering, that's how you can tell the difference just by looking at it. So then we're going to put 1.5 ounces of sweet vermouth. So equal parts here. Got a little drip. Now there's a fun ingredient that I have never used in cocktails, but has been around for 140 years. And it originated in Milan, Italy, and it actually started as a possible cure for cholera. Now, it didn't turn out curing cholera, but the man who invented it was looking for a cure of cholera because it was an epidemic in Italy at the time of the conception of Farnet Branca. So it's full of herbs, like I think over 37 different herbs, spices, and ingredients, and it's a top secret family recipe. But just to give you a clue of some of the things that are in it, we have myrrh, we have cardamom, we have saffron, we have cinnamon, we have chamomile, all kinds of great herbaceous ingredients to give this a real kind of punch. So that's why a little goes a long way, and that's why I'm going to use a medicine dropper to put it in the cocktail. When I opened it and gave it a smell, it is got a strong, like, sort of mentholatum-y smell, and you do not want to overdo it. And since the cap didn't come with a cute little dasher, I was afraid that I'd overdo it, because the recipe only calls for 2 dashes of the Farnet Branca. So I looked up, like, well, what's 2 dashes, and how do I get 2 dashes out of here without killing the cocktail? And turns out you use a medicine dropper, and 1 dropper, like, so if you use this, 6 drops, 6 to 10 drops is equal to a dash. So since this calls for 2 dashes, I'm going to do 12 drops, because I'm going to go on the conservative side, because as I said, this is really strongly flavored, and I don't want to overpower the gin and the sweet vermouth with the Fernet. So here we go. So we're going to be like a little scientist, and this is kind of cool too. It makes me feel like one of those like bougie mixologists when you go to like the craft, you know, cocktail bars. So here we go. We're going to do 12 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That may have been a little more, but 2 dashes. That saved me from over pouring this in there and, you know, killing the cocktail. Now that's it. All 3 ingredients are in, and we're just going to stir to chill. Now, you always want to stir with the flat side of the spoon against the pitcher or the glass, and that allows for a smooth stir where you can do that sexy little twirl with your hand. Sorry, I got too far up. So you just want to stir. Now, some mixologists say you want to stir 100 times. Now, if you're not that patient, you really just want the drink to be chilled. So we're going to stir, stir, stir. And I won't keep you here for 100 stirs, but it is kind of sensual, so you can like talk to your date and stir the cocktail and look in their eyes, and they're like, wow, what are we about to drink? And super cool. So now we've got that, and I have a chilled cocktail glass. So you want to get a nice, these are cocktail coupes, so I would like to use that. So we're going to pour that in there. And look how beautiful that is. You pour it in, and there you go. You've got one hanky-panky coming up. Now, this is a beautiful cocktail that you can smell the Farnet Branca, but not too much. It's kind of looks like a Manhattan, but it's with gin. And actually, it kind of is a Manhattan with gin, because Manhattans are sweet vermouth and bourbon. So if you like a Manhattan, you may enjoy this. So let's give it a try. That is really good. It's got some bitterness from the Farnet, a little smooth sweetness from our sweet vermouth, and the herbaceousness of the gin. So the herbaceousness of the gin goes really well with the herbaceousness in the Farnet Branca. And yes, I've used herbaceousness a lot now. So, you know, if we're playing a drinking game, take a drink every time I say herbaceous. But seriously, this is a nice, sexy, sophisticated cocktail that will be sure to impress, you know, your boo when they come over for Valentine's night. And hey, if you're single on Valentine's, you can still have some hanky-panky. So everyone, I'm wishing you a great Valentine's Day, and share the love, and cheers!